eating healthy is not expensive. And I'm gonna dig into that today. So the cost of eating healthy. Now, so many people use the idea that eating healthy is too expensive, so I'm not going to do it. When in reality, my goal is to save you so much money by making good choices. All right, so I totally agree that if you're buying organics versus non-organics is more expensive. That's not my argument here. And even looking apart from that, if we just look even at breakfast, eating a veggie omelet with 2 eggs is cheaper than eating a bowl of sugary cereal with milk. And then on top of that, what's the cost of your health, of future medical bills, of eating a bowl of sugary cereal and milk for 50 years versus eating a veggie omelet for 50 years? That's a different story. We're gonna go into that another time. Today I'm just looking specifically at your budget. Just how much are you spending and how can I get you to eat healthy and save money, okay? So, let's look at some examples. All right, favorite restaurant, a lot of people's favorite restaurant, Chick-fil-A. All right, so let's say you're going to Chick-fil-A 3 times a week for lunch. For some people, you might be thinking, oh my God, I don't eat Chick-fil-A 3 times a week. For some people, you might be thinking, I go there every day. But let's just look at an example. Let's say you eat Chick-fil-A. A meal is about $8 if you're getting a chicken sandwich, some fries, and some sweet iced tea. It's gonna run you about $8. Let's say you do that 3 times a week. That means on average, maybe sometimes you get a little something more expensive or an extra side or something like that. If you're doing that for a month, you're gonna be spending about $100 a month on Chick-fil-A. And again, we're not even discussing the cost of doing that long-term on your health, just on your monthly budget. Then let's say you're a coffee lover. You like to go to Starbucks. On average, we're gonna assume you're spending about $5 at Starbucks. Maybe sometimes less, but maybe sometimes you get a cookie or a pastry or something, a breakfast sandwich, whatever it is, or you get an extra pump of caramel. Let's say you're spending $5 at Starbucks each time. You're gonna go to Starbucks 3 times a week. We're gonna stick with this 3 times a week kind of thing. That means, on average, you're gonna be spending about $50 a month on Starbucks, just on coffee. All right, so already, if you're going to Chick-fil-A 3 times a week and Starbucks 3 times a week, $150 of your food budget of what you're putting into your body, it's $150. Then, let's say you like beer too. You're gonna go to a brewery on the weekends. One day on the weekends, you're just gonna have 2 beers. It's gonna run you about $15. So, again, you're just doing this one day, maybe Friday or Saturday. You're gonna be spending about $50 a month on beer. So, we've got $100 a month on Chick-fil-A, $50 on Starbucks, and $50 on beer. None of which, I don't think anyone would argue, are considered healthy options. So, I'm saying $200 a month of your food budget is spent eating out. If those are the only times you eat out, and let's say you eat out more than 3 times a week and you're spending more than $8, if you're going out for lunch every day and it's $15, that doubles that. You're now at $200 a month just on eating out. Now, on the other hand, I've got a meal plan here. All right, so this meal plan is 6 weeks long. It tells you exactly what to eat. Each week has a broken down grocery list. All you have to do is go to the store, buy the things on the grocery list, follow the recipe, eat the food. I guarantee you follow this to a T, you will achieve your goals. All right? Now, I followed this meal plan, and going to the store, buying just those foods and eating those foods for the week, I know, doing it on a budget, that this cost me $45 a week for 21 meals. That's a breakfast, a lunch, and a dinner. Okay? And they're large meals. Now, that means that I'm spending $180 a month on my groceries. That's pretty good. Again, for one person. Okay? So, the cost of eating healthy, you could get all of your food for the entire month, except if maybe you're getting a protein shake and you're buying just black coffee, You could get that for $180 a month. And if you're having all of your lunches already done, that cuts $100 a month off of your Chick-fil-A budget. If you're going to make your coffee at home, that cuts $50 a month off your Starbucks budget. And even if we don't cut the brewery out, even if we just go to half, you're saving $25 a month on your going out budget, you could say. So, the idea of the cost of eating healthy is that it is not an excuse that eating healthy is more expensive. We can no longer use that as an excuse. Again, if you want the meal plan, it's all done for you. I will give it to you, done, for free. But we can no longer argue that it is more expensive to eat healthy, because we've seen that eating outside, eating poor foods are actually more expensive. If you want to see more breakdown of this, we can sit down or we can hop on the phone and I can break down some other meals that you're eating and seeing if eating healthy, eating fruits, vegetables, meats, whole grains is actually more expensive or not. But imagine if we could do this, if we could cut your grocery budget down to $180 a month per person and save you $200 a month, what would an extra $200 a month in your monthly in your pocket each month mean for you? Would it mean that you could put your kid in summer camp? Would it mean you could afford a gym membership or afford personal training or a nutrition coach? Would it mean that you could take your family on vacation if you were saving an extra $200 a month just on your food budget? And you would feel good, you would look good, you would have more energy. It's all good. So, like I said, this is just money-wise some examples. We haven't even gotten into the cost of doing this for 10, 20, 50 years. What kinds of medicines you need, what kinds of doctor's visits, what kinds of dental visits you're going to need. That's a whole nother story, a whole nother cost of eating unhealthy. And that's what we'll dig into next.